Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Damron. We are playing Sniper Elite 5. We are on the second DLC mission that has come out for this game, Landing Force. We're going to grab all the collectibles and the starting locations in this video. So as Carl says,
time to get to work.
Let's get started. So let's go ahead and get our first Deadeye target, or Stone Eagle, and that's going to be in the northeastern portion of the map. You're going to be starting in the north kind of central portion, and we're going to make our way down to this circular structure on the map, and it's this kind of busted up tower, so you can see it right here. Right on the edge is our first Stone Eagle, so shoot that with whatever weapon you want to and get that first Stone Eagle. Also, inside that same tower on the bottom floor is our first personal letter, so after you take out the Stone Eagle, just head in there, and right on the table is going to be our first personal letter of the mission. Now, there's not as many collectibles in this DLC mission as prior, so it'll be a little bit quicker. So from there, we're going to head to the east kind of coast of the map, right where I've put my marker, and that's actually the first unlockable starting location. Where I'm showing you right now is kind of a little cliff edge. You're going to have to climb down these vines in order to get onto this beachfront here. You can't just kind of jump off. So once you climb down those vines, just head towards that location, and once you get close enough, you will unlock the ruined reef starting location. From there, we're going to kind of stay on the eastern shoreline of the map. You can see this small kind of building right here with a couple docks coming off of it on the map. That's where you want to go. And indeed, it's this small building with a couple boats out front. This is actually an armory where we can have a lot of, bolt cutters, weapons, and things that we want to use. But as soon as you walk in on the right side, there's a small desk underneath which is our first classified document. And as always, this is an armory, so turn around as well, and you will find your first workbench in this same small building. So go ahead and interact with that to unlock the assault case. From that workbench, we're actually going to get our next Deadeye target, or Stone Eagle. We're going to kind of just make our way inland a little bit, so kind of west, and kind of walk up this hill and kind of look to the south, kind of southwestern direction, kind of south by southwest, and there's a small Stone Eagle sitting amongst some rubble. I'll show you where it is on the map. So here we are from the workbench, just went west a little bit, and now I'm looking south, kind of south by southwest, and you should see this Stone Eagle sitting amongst this rubble. So go ahead and shoot that, and that's two Stone Eagles off the board. Continuing in the western direction, you can see I'm kind of on this main road here leading into one of the main objectives, which is in the central portion of the map, which is a large bunker that's in the rock face. And actually where I am on the main road is kind of a security checkpoint, so you shouldn't really miss this. As soon as you go under the gate, immediately go to this 350 bunker that's on the left, and right here on the desk is going to be our first hidden item of the level, the military flask. From that military flask, we're going to go ahead and head back outside, and now we're going to progress. If you actually go to the right side of this main bunker entrance, you'll see this kind of tarped area that also has a small entrance. Go in there, and on this war table, you're going to find your next personal letter just sitting right here. All right, moving on a little bit, we're going to continue west to these small buildings that are kind of near these large docks on the central western portion of the map. This is actually where your kill target or a kill option is going to be, right on this central building here. So that's where we are. That's where we're going to be going. So I'm kind of hanging on the ledge here because I just did the kill option. Nonetheless, go ahead and jump onto this building. We're going to go inside, and we're going to be going up into the top level of the building. So kind of go whatever way you want, but there is a stairwell that we're eventually going to be going up into the third floor of the building, and right on this table in between some chairs is our classified document. In this same area of buildings is our next workbench. So just kind of east of the building that we were at is this more longitudinal building. You can see it right here. It's going to have a bolt on it that you can bust with your bolt cutters. Nonetheless, once you open that door, head inside. I think I get a little lost here. It's actually to the left here. You can see it kind of behind the wall there. But of course, there's a lot of other things that you can pick up. But see it on the other side of this kind of bar-like area is our next workbench. So interact with that, and you'll unlock the ranged improvement tech. Moving on, we're going to be heading all the way to the southwestern portion of the map now. So this is a large kind of fortified area. This is a fort. It's got a lot of enemies in it. I've already kind of taken them all out, and I'm in the central portion of this fort. So if you're in the central portion, just look off into the western direction, and you should see this small tower that is going to house our final Stone Eagle of the level. Once you've destroyed that, we're going to stay inside this bunker. So go ahead and just hang a left right here, or kind of going south, going into the bunker itself. As soon as you go in here, again, hang another left. As soon as you go through this doorway, you should see this locked door. Obviously, you can use your bolt cutters or you can pick the lock, do whatever you want. But as soon as you get into this room, immediately on your left is our next and final workbench of the level. From that workbench, we're going to head back outside. We're actually going to go up that ramp that was kind of leading towards the Stone Eagle. So just kind of head back to the central portion of the fort. And now we're going to be going west up this kind of ramp here, hang a left, immediately go into this main war room, kind of like room here. And immediately on your right is a desk with our next and final personal letter of the mission. All right, progressing east from that fort, we're going to unlock our final starting location, the South Ridge. So it's right here. You can kind of see this path. It looks like it's kind of going through this rock right here. You can see this kind of U-shaped path right here. Again, this is the third starting location. Remember, obviously, the game gives you the very first one, so there's only two to unlock. But actually, that path is actually going underneath this rock. There's a small little tunnel here. Just go to where I was on the map. You should see some sticks that you can light. As soon as you do, you will unlock the South Ridge starting location. Progressing on, we've kind of done everything in the mission, and the game's telling you to disable the lighthouse. That's to end the mission. So this is the final location that you're going to be going. You're going to have to go here. As soon as you go into the lighthouse, though, instead of going up, just progress straight through the back of it, and there'll be a small kind of dock here, and you'll see a lantern on the wall. Right next to it is some binoculars, which is actually our final hidden item of the level and our final collectible of this mission. So not a lot of collectibles in this one, but I hope you all found it helpful as always, and hopefully I'll see you around.